On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circuit for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Catch in the middle, it's best. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. You can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. And the Cowboys get it past the sticks.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
They're going to ride this running back. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
He'll keep it himself. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Man down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Dropping back, it's Rasmussen. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Man, this offense has started.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that.
Down at the 25. And the
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He goes out of bounds. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense got it. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give as they work on that clock. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. It's a draw. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Second down coming up.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence in that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.